The Grassland Mongols Who Frightened Away Ravens, the second story. But the Mongol men couldn't leave their wives and children behind in the village. While they were worried about it, a wise man said, "How about making a fake king of birds? Then the ravens will get too scared to do anything bad." It sounded like a good idea, but the villagers didn't know how to make it. The wise man said again, "Let's use the hair of our wives who will stay in the village and make wings as big as the wings of Hangagrid, the king of birds." Following the wise man's instructions, the villagers made a fire and began to boil glue in an iron pot. When they finished making a pot full of glue, they began to use it to make the wives' hair into the shape of Hangagrid's wings. The more glue they used, the more Hangagrids they made. When they used up all the glue, the wives' headdresses were wonderful, looking like the kings of birds had gathered together. With their beautiful headdresses, the wives got ready to fight the ravens. The next morning, the Mongol men set out on their way to beat back their enemy with swords and shields in their hands and bows and arrows slung over their shoulders. Tossing milk towards the sky, the wives prayed that their husbands would return home safely. As soon as the men left home in the morning, darkness swept over the village as if night had fallen. The 4 wild ravens were blocking the light from the blue sky. The wives were very frightened at first, but quickly mustered up their courage and looked up at the ravens. As the ravens arrived at the village, they saw the wives' heads and got so scared they all flew away. The ravens thought the wives' headdresses were Hangagrid, the king of birds. That is how the wives were able to chase away all the ravens and protect their houses and children. The Mongol men also came back home safely after beating back all the enemy. The sound of Grandpa's horse and fiddle was heard inside the white gear once more, and the Mongols became happy again. From then on, the Mongol wives have worn their hair in the shape of a pair of wings.